Here we go. Syleena Johnson, Fadeaway, right here on WindyCityUnderground.com, home of the Jam Bang Morning Show. Talk about Fadeaway. Where'd that come from?
Well, Fadeaway, the track is awesome. My cousin N8, that's his producer name, he did the track. And then I was like, it was like at the end of my project. And normally I write everything, but I was coerced. Toxic forced me to, bring in other writers because I was burnt out, and it was like just taking me a while to just get ideas. Because I've been recording. It took me 2 years to get this out. So he brought Melinda Bussey and Tommy B in.
Okay.
From Chicago.
Script writer.
Chicago art, script keepers. Brought them in to help me, help collaborate with me. And Melinda took the song and just, here you go, Syleena. It was fantastic.
And and it sounded like you were spitting on there.
Man,
like,
she stepped up my rap singing. You know what I'm saying? So she did an awesome job on that song. So shout out to Melinda Bussey, aka Sandy Rhea. That's a stage name. But
I know Sandy.
I think she should change it back to Melinda Bussey because I think
I was like, Melinda Bussey sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it's Sandy Rhea.
Got you.
Sandy Rhea wrote the song. But,
excellent.
It's an awesome song.
Now talk to me about being on the independent side of things, because I've always been dealing with independent artists right now. A lot of them, they come in, and it used to be the mentality is I'm trying to get a deal. I'm trying to get a deal. Nowadays, it's more so, well, I'm just trying to get my name out there because I really don't need a deal right now to do what I'm trying to do.
Well, in today's society, and like my sister / manager always says, indie is the new major. The major label is starting to be overrated. It's becoming overrated. I mean, it's actually so many smaller labels, and because of the social networking, system, we can do so much marketing for free.
Right.
So it's almost like you don't need to pay so much for the marketing that you used to have to do back in the day. So independent labels are the new major. They're the new way to go because you can reach out to more people now through Twitters, through phones or whatever, and make more of your money. Like back in the day, you sign these ridiculous contracts where you get like 1 penny per album.
Right, exactly.
So it's like, now you can make a lot more money, and you just have to do more work. It's more grassroots, but President Obama had a grassroots campaign, and now he's the first black president of the United States.
Exactly. Now, what do you miss from having the big label?
The only thing that was cool with the big label, and really still isn't that cool, is promotional tours. I like promotional tours because I just like to work. I like to sing and perform.
Right.
But
you said it wasn't also. You said it was cool, but wasn't so cool.
The budget.
Okay.
Having the big budgets is cool because what I know now, if I'd applied those budgets back then, I probably would have been a lot better off. But now with the smaller labels, you don't have the bigger budgets, and now I've got all these ideas, but I don't have the budgets. The double-edged sword is that you lose more money.
Well, talk about that. I mean, what do you know now?
Well, I know that social networking is very powerful, and that you can do a lot of things. You can get by in a lot of ways. Like I come up with a lot of cool ideas, like this Stageit.com performance. That's something that's done for very, very cheap. I'm going to do that for very, very cheap, but it's going to make a big impact because of the social networking world. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have come up, if I would have come up with more ideas like knowing better, because running my own label, I know better. Like, okay, we have this much money allocated in marketing. We don't need to buy posters.
Right.
We're not doing a street team.
Okay.
We don't need to do that anymore.
No,
what we can do is hire Cornerstone, an internet marketing company to do it for a lot less cheaper. Or we can, we can take the money and put it towards something like the Stageit, or something like money towards touring, you know what I'm saying? And then a smaller band. We can go out with just a guitar. A lot of little things that I'm finding out now because you have to be frugal in order to be, out to keep yourself out there. You have to be cheaper. If I would have known that then, I would have saved a lot more money and did a lot and got a lot, bigger bang for my buck.
Do you think artists have more power now?
If they're on an independent label, they do, because you're going to own more of what you have. You're going to own more of your stuff. So the label is going to give you liberty. Like a lot of people get these distribution deals, which is really just.
And this is like a new thing that's going. Like
and they're giving them out by the the boatload.
Right.
They give it to any Joe.
Yeah.
You know,
You have a single.
You could get a distribution
Exactly.
deal.
Right.
My 4-year-old can get a distribution because it's a slick way for a bigger label to get money.
Mm-hmm.
Take 20% of your earnings just in case you do something, but we don't have to give you anything. You can do what you want to do. And then for like, you know, a company that might be backed, maybe they have a backer. They have somebody that's putting like a lot of money into the project. Let's say they put like $500,000 into your project, which is more than enough than you need nowadays to push a project.
Right.
Well, you don't need a label to help you push the product because all you need is an avenue.
Okay.
Which is a distribution company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Someone who's going to distribute it and get into all the stores and get into, you know, internet sites, all that type of stuff. That's all you need, because everything else, like the marketing, the recording of the album, you know, all the little ideas of getting the album out, you can do within your own, you know what I'm saying, your own label, your own small company.
So it's almost like saying right now that it's almost better just be indie, be your own creative force.
It is, but you have to have some money. Not a whole lot, but
you always have that. Yeah, no, I understand that. You always have to have money. Now we have another song right here, Underrated.
Underrated.
The reason why we're playing this song is because, damn it, we on the internet.
Because we can say cuss words.
Exactly, we can say shit, damn, and all that good stuff. So, what is underrated?
Underrated, and I did bleep some stuff out, but I bleeped stuff out, but for some reason the bleeper didn't work on certain stuff. I put the album through the bleeper, and I guess some of the words just was like, we don't care about that word. We want that shit. That was such a good word. We wanted it to ring true. So
it put a little oomph into it.
Exactly. We like that word right there. Don't mess with it. But Underrated is actually the intro. If you're a Syleena Johnson fan and you know chapters 1 through 5, you always know that I do intros and outros. I didn't do an outro to this album because I thought Stonewall, which is the last song on the album, was so powerful that I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to take away that last.
Right.
You know,
I'm gonna punch you in the face, and I'm not gonna touch you after that.
Back up.
Tap you up.
I wanted to Mayweather you. I wanted to punch you on the side and back up.
He's out.
And act like I ain't do it. So and then cuss out the commentator. And then but yes, Underrated is the intro. Okay. And it's really cool. It's some more of my rap singing.
Okay.
Okay then, and I'm joined by AK of Do or Die.
All right,
which is awesome.
Here we go.
And in this corner, 15 years strong, one of the most amazing voices, the underrated champion of the world. She is Syleena Johnson.
She's so underrated, underestimated, skills so complicated. Got my love, I got from my fans, don't think I would've made it. Some say she's outdated, but they just wanna hate her. They know she's underrated. I think it's time to show this world just what this diva's made of. I've been in this business 15 years and still I'm going strong. I messed around, got married, had 2 kids.